Hello everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Today is day number 7 of the ASDA £25 challenge. I'll remind you, just in case you haven't been watching the other previous 6, I've gone to ASDA with £25, bought a load of stuff, and I'm trying to make as many dinners, one dinner a day for as many dinners as I can, to show you what you can buy and how cheaply you can live on £25. And so what we do at the end, when I've run out of ingredients, because I've been making a list every day of how much the food has cost, because I've itemised everything down to the last onion ring. I've counted the onion rings, divided that by how much it cost, gives you an average price of, I think it's 2.5 pence. I've got it written down there, per ring, per hash brown, per meat pie, everything. Okay, so so at the end of the time we'll count up how much it's all cost and then divide that by how many days, give an average of how many days, how much per day. With the farm foods one I did last week, I averaged £2.12 per meal. That was farm foods, that's a frozen food place. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the last of the chicken croutons. They are basically, they're chicken strips. They're a southern fried flavour. They were £2. You get like about 12 of them. So yesterday I had 6 of them. The date is up today, so I had to use the other 6. And also I used the last of the 2. There's 4 pies. I used up the last of the 4 pies. I'm having 2 today with the croutons and everything else. These are £1.80. So that makes 45p a pie. So 2 of them are going to be running 90p. Let's see. I bought 2 big bags of potatoes. So I actually bought chips as well. Which might have been a little bit of a mistake. The reason I'm having roast potatoes every day is because they have a shorter shelf life than the frozen chips. So I'm having to get through them, a bunch of those every day. Then I can work on the chips. So, speaking of which, okay, so there's the two pies. The usual is like 3 or 4 potatoes there, cut into small bits, put them in the oven to roast potatoes. Roast them in lard. I've done cooking oil, I've tried a few different things. And then we got the carrots. Okay, so what I'll do in a moment, I'll actually zoom the camera in over here so we can shoot. Right, I've got the water heating for the gravy. What we got in here? Right, that's croutons in there. I'm going to heat the water up. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the water the water pretty much boiled. I'm waiting for the croutons to just finish off in the convection. So we got potatoes. I took a bag of potatoes, split them into 5 bags. That's 5 times 23 pence. Should equal £1.15, which is what the potatoes cost. So potatoes 23 pence worth, carrots 10 pence worth. And remember, I split them up. I did split them up into equal portions, and then worked out exactly how much of carrot, so it's down to the penny. Croutons, 6 of them, which is half a pack, so that works out as £1. Those 2 meat pies, like I said, they're chicken and veg, improved recipe, they're ASDA's own brand, 90p for the 2. So today's dinner is costing £2.23, which is the 3rd cheapest. The 3rd cheapest dinner by 4 pence. Okay, so in 4 pence comes in 4th place comes in 2.27. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so turn that off. Do the usual veg. The water for the. Right, I need half a pint. I'm going to pour half a pint, and then I'm going to put it says 4 spoons with half a pint of water. That comes out quite thick, so I've put a little bit more than half a pint. Yay. Just to make it a little bit thinner. Okay, so they're the 6 Coujons. They're southern fried chicken flavour. Basically, they're chicken strips. You know. Oh, what I did, I forgot. Oh. As any English people watching will know about the Brucey bonus. Okay, what I've done. These are not. These are what they call them, Yorkshire puddings. They're not in the budget, but I've got a loose bag floating around the freezer, so I want to get rid of these. I've got 6 here now. I've got another 5 in the bag, so I'll probably use them up some other time. Like I say, they're not in the budget. They're just an extra, so I don't know whether it's cheating or not, but it's just. I mean, what you could do, we'll say instead of, if you're going to do this instead of Yorkshire puddings like I have, you could substitute that for bread. Just something that you've got laying around. A lot of places would have bread laying on hand. I don't, because I make my own, so I have to plan ahead if I'm going to have any bread. But yeah, so you know, I'm using Yorkshire pudding. But if you know, you could have the bread, you could have anything you like, just to fill it up there. Okay, so make sure that's in the middle. There. That should about do that. Yeah, I mean these Yorkshire puddings are actually quite nice. I've had them a few times before. I think they're Aunt Bessie's. I got them in one of the co-op deals. They're good. They were doing like 5 items for £5. But the thing is, I was taking advantage of the deals. So I was buying multiple of the deal. You know, like you might get a packet of fish, or say a packet of fish fingers, some burgers, a bag of peas, an ice cream, and some Yorkshire puddings. So that means like certain things get used up faster, like the peas would get used up faster because I eat more of them more often, and these would get left behind. So that just means that I've got a packet in the freezer, and the thing is, you know, I want to use them up because they're open, and I don't want them, roaming, or falling around. Okay, this is the chicken pie. This is the ASDA chicken pie. 45p a pie. Very nice. The pastry is really good. I mean, I find there you go. I find that the shop brand pies, to be honest, can be every bit as good as the big name brands. I mean, they are, because I mean, I say that sometimes, but they are starting to realise shop brands. They used to have a reputation as being shite years ago. You know, and you only ever bought them if you were poor or you didn't have any money. But people are starting, the shops are starting to realise we need to up the quality of the food because there's a big load of money in it, and so shops do that now. They really put some effort into making quality name brands. It's not rubbish anymore, and they're a lot cheaper in most cases, and the quality is equal, if not better, than shop brand, the name brands. As I say, you see a name, you see a shop brand on it, it's going to be, people used to think it was low budget, but not anymore. There may be a few exceptions. I mean, I've had Sainsbury's ketchup. It's like 30p I was going to say litre, but not that much. But it's 30p for a regular bottle. Back when I bought some, and it tastes different, sure. but perfectly fine. I mean, you'll notice when I do reviews, when I started this channel, I used to do some food reviews, and I used to do, basically that's what I did for the first couple of hundred videos. Buy up every bit of shop brand food I could find, and tell you about it. I used to cook it up, eat it in front of the camera, tell you what I think, and that was only, I want to say, 3 meals or food items that I didn't like. One of them was a co-op tin of Scotch broth. Man, that was nasty. I had a sausage and mash, I think. The mash tasted really sort of powdery, kind of, powdered potato out of a box kind of thing. And I think perhaps one other, I don't know. But on the whole, pretty much everything I ate was very edible. And believe me, I mean, I'm not too, not too fussy when it comes to food. But if it was rubbish and it was, really bad tasting, it doesn't matter how cheap it is. I mean, I always joke that I'm a bit of a tightwad. I mean, but if it's bad, I won't buy it again. I mean, no matter how cheap it is. It has to be cheap and taste good. Yeah. Because I mean, I like a bargain, but not at the expense of, food. But not at the expense of the taste and quality. I'm going to pay money for shit. Has to, because when I like that, so the ASDA, these ASDA potatoes that I'm eating here, these were the cheapest out there. They've got like half a dozen brands of potatoes. These were the cheapest out of the lot. They're perfectly fine. And when I'll tell you what, I'm terrible. When I go into the shop, I'll spend 10 minutes just looking at 4 different brands of gravy, Oh, I'm bloody terrible. I read everything. What I do, I read the ingredients. I see what's got more of what of the other. I look at the price against how much it weighs. When one says it weighs, one may be more expensive than the other in money, but when you look at the price where it says 55p per 100 litres and the other one says 85p for 100 litres, I'll buy the cheaper one per 100 litres, Whereas, even though you may be buying a bigger tub and it may cost you more money, per 100 litres, which is what counts, it works out a lot cheaper. Anyway, yeah, tell you what, having gravy on these dinners really makes the difference. I never was one for having gravy. It's just my mum bought me a tub of gravy, and after that I've been using it all ever since. For me, I'll just have one of the brown, red, or flavoured sauces, or or plain. If I was eating this before, I would just have this plain. But because I got used to the gravy, I have it all the time. And of course, the water from the veg really adds to makes a difference as well. Tell you what. Oh, I'll tell you, since I've had this channel, it's been like 7 months now. I can tell you it was July 15, so you'll maybe work that out. I think it's coming up to 7 months now, and maybe next week. I tell you, my diet has been so varied. I can't believe it, which is good, I like the challenge of every day trying to make today's dinner slightly different than the one yesterday and the day before and the day before, because I mean, before I had the channel, you know, I'd eat the same 3 meals in a week, you know. I'd eat like the same dinner, you know, 2 days in a row. It would just be whatever I felt like, you know. I wouldn't have any thought about trying to make anything different. You know, try and make it fairly healthy if you can, but that wasn't the high priority. It was just making some dinner so you wouldn't go hungry. But you know, I'd make the same 3 meals and just eat them over and over in a cycle. You know, but now I've got this channel. It's opened up a world for me, because now I'm looking in the shops and actively looking for stuff that would be interesting to eat. You know, and a lot of the time, stuff that I haven't even, you know, I'll try stuff that I haven't eaten before. You know, and even brands. I mean, like these ASDA. You know, I mean, I have to make a special trip to go to ASDA. I'm down the road, but it's a bus ride or a sort of a 20-25 minute walk. And that's not much fun if you're humping a bag of shopping home. So, I mean, you know, I have to make an effort. Which which is, it's okay. I don't mind doing that. And it means that, you know, I'm going to experiment with different items, different products. Like this challenge, for example. This challenge is really, really kind of fun, because I'm trying new foods, trying different brands of foods, mix and matching foods. I mean, who would have thought 2 chicken and vegetable pies going with chicken chicken strips with I keep forgetting the bloody name. What were these? Yorkshire puddings. With Yorkshire, you know. It's just I like mix and matching, you know, because I figure, you know, there was a time when you know, I don't want to get, you know, get to 17 and a half minutes. There was a time I didn't have money to, you know, to spend on proper dinners, and you know, so at the time I wasn't like super ingenuitive, you know, with my ingenuity with my dinners. But in later life, you know, I do it for fun now, whereas at one time I didn't have any money. So, I mean, I was, you know, having to just throw things together that would never normally match, you know. But now it's sort of, you know, I'm doing it as a bit of a, because I want to. I mean, this plate, you know, I'd never think about doing this otherwise if I wasn't doing the videos. Anyway, so there we have it. There's I'll tell you, them pies are actually good. A good amount of chicken. Pastry's really good. Oh boy. Okay, so there you have it. Today's dinner is £2.23. I think I said it was the 3rd cheapest dinner out of the 7. And yeah, you know, if anything else, it just gives you a bit of. It might just give you. I mean, it'll show you how cheaply you can eat if you really want to. You know, there's a lot of people out there on a budget. You know, families, students, or whatever. You know, and you know, and it just gives you an idea. You know, it shows you that things can go. You can put a meat pie with some chicken strippers with Yorkshire pudding. You know, you can do it. It's not bad. It's not you know, it's not like really disgusting. It's actually quite good. And yeah, just go for it. You know. Anyway, if you like that, you know, let me know in the comments. You know, anyway, if you've got anything to say in the comments, just let me know. Oh, and also, please subscribe, and you could be doing me a big favour if you would maybe take this video or a video that you like watching, maybe putting it on Twitter, Facebook, all the rest of it. That'd be great if you could send that out to the masses. See if we can, see if we can get some interest in my channel. Any help in that regard would be appreciated. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Bye bye.